All right. Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Monday team call. It's been a hot minute. Mark and I have been extremely busy, but we are here tonight. We're excited to see each and every single one of you. It's been a hot minute, right? We hope everyone is doing great. We're going to start off this call with some updates for you guys. I'm sure you're excited to hear any new news that we have to share, right? So I think I'm going to go ahead and Ken, I'm going to go ahead and let you kick it off, and then I'll roll out with the rest of the updates, and then we'll let Chris take over from there.
Awesome. All right. Can you hear me good, Judy?
Yeah, I think I can hear you guys. Thumbs up if you can hear them. All right, good. Go ahead, Ken.
Cool.
Take it away.
All right, guys. All right. So obviously we've all been waiting for stuff to kick into high gear here. And the good news is, although there hasn't been a lot of surface motion, if you would, if you'd put it into comparison to a lake or an ocean, there's an awful lot of activity that's been going on underneath. So as everybody knows, we're getting ready to do several key things. One, pancake waffle mix. Those of you that were in Orlando at the last event, you guys tried it. I mean, hands down, guys. I'm a big pancake eater and everything else. And when I brought this stuff home and prepared it the way Judy had given the quick instructions on everything, I mean, it just comes out absolutely phenomenal. So I'm thrilled to death I can actually eat my pancakes now and keep my waistline marked. So it's not a bad thing, especially with the number of pancakes I like to eat. So anyway, the trucks are being loaded up, and the pancake waffle mix will arrive Sioux Falls by the 29th. So with it hitting the warehouse and everything else, what's going to happen is that's all going to be ready for a full ship out and processing and sending out the door basically on August 3rd. Is August 3rd a Monday, Judy? Do you see that? Yeah. So
no, it's a Wednesday. August 1st is Monday.
Okay, August 1st is Monday. So August 1st, August 2nd, we know the whole new back office is going online and coming in. So we're catching a critical window of time here. So they've asked us to give them that time with the back office orders and everything else coming in, that basically August 3rd is the target date for them to be able to send everything out the door. With what we've learned in the past, guys, let's add 24 hours to that. Let's just say August 4th. But I think August 3rd we should be good at, and maybe they'll even get it done August 2nd. But the IT team always likes to ask for extra things. So that amazing pancake waffle mix is not only going to be available in the US, but it's going to be available to ship out worldwide. I just went ahead and finished reviewing the e-blast announcement that you're going to be seeing on that. So that's going to be going out basically in an email blast talking about the release, and it's basically a whole new product category, because this is the food section now that's coming online. So we all know that Solside, we've got the coffee, and we're there with the tubs, the sticks, but now the whole product category is growing inside the Solside component within the Valentis Prevail platform. And what we're going to have now is basically the first food product. Now, as we know, this is the first of another multitude of food products that are going to come down this line in short order. Brett will be following, and Mark, of course. I don't want to go down that path, but the good news is simultaneously, guys, the entire separate standalone unilevel has been coded, and all the coding and everything else has gone into that. So what we're going to be prepared for here is that come August, this unilevel is going to drop in there. So the pancake waffle mix, this will be a standalone unilevel on an enrollment tree, paid 7 levels deep. And this is actually going to give us a story that no other company has, because there's no other binary unilevel hybrid out there that also has a complete standalone unilevel separate from the binary unilevel hybrid. This is powerful because the unilevel story that's out there talks about, hey, we got a unilevel, and on most of those you got to go at least 5 personals or 5 separate lines of lineage to go and really grow it and get up to the high checks. But the binary unilevel hybrids are say, hey, we got 2 teams over here, Bill, and you got a check match. And so both systems are powerful and both have their advantages. But if you truly combine the two, where you keep a standalone unilevel that can be paid out 7 levels deep. And we run that on food products, and it will have nothing to do with the BV system, guys. The BV business volume platform is all driven on the binary. The unilevel is straight percentages. And these percentages are going to be based from level 1 through level 7. And, Mark can drill into all the numbers and give you guys all that. All I'm telling you is that the coding is getting, everything's being finalized in that. So we're literally just a week away from that kicking in. Now, the good news is this unilevel is going to be like a hard punch once a month. So this is a one time a month payout. So everything that you do within the month of August, that will be paid on or before September 15th. And then concurrently, as we move forward, every month that passes, once we move into September, all sales in September through the unilevel, and those of you that have worked unilevels before, you'll understand this, all sales that occurred within the unilevel will be paid on or before the 15th of the following month. Now, nothing is going to change with the binary unilevel hybrid that we have that pays out weekly. So this is going to be a compensation double hit, which is unbelievable. And, I'll sit down and go up against anybody on compensation plan drawdowns once we have all of these products moving through this. And guys, what Mark and Judy have laid out on the bread sampler and this waffle pancake mix, and now the fact that Valentis is going to be shipping this over to Germany at the main fulfillment center over there, so it can go out throughout EU, et cetera. You've got truly the opportunity to start expanding this component through that. So that pancake waffle mix is going to be huge, guys. Just get ready for that. It's an awesome thing. Separate from that, everyone, the 6-day experience app just went live about 30 minutes ago. So if you go ahead right now and if you haven't downloaded the Valentis app yet, you go to your Play Store, download it. If you haven't downloaded it, or if you have downloaded it, you may need to swipe down and update it. And then you'll see the Solside coffee one in there, updating about halfway down the page. It's $7.97. Ship it out to anybody, 6-day experience. So ready to rock and roll on that. And then the other piece, guys, and the 6-day experience is huge because Mark, Judy, myself, a number of the key leadership over at Valentis have been pushing Verb to get this done so that way this could roll out. Now, guys, all of this has been happening, even though it hasn't seemed like things have been going on. All of this has been happening while Valentis moves from a very old back office system to a brand new state-of-the-art platform. And as anybody out there is familiar with coding knows, the last 5 yards of the coding is the toughest coding. First 95 yards is nothing in comparison to finishing off the last 5. So all that final coding is being done right now in this 6-day experience going live. And there's another part to it that we're not worried about, but we'll have the mailer, everything. When you go in there, you might want to test a pack and send it to yourself and fill it out. But the key is you're being charged $7.97. The platform, remember this, you should always be doing an ROI for everything you guys do because you're out there spending money, you're marketing, everything else. Myself, anybody I'm sending the 6-day experience to, they're going to be charged $20. They're going to be Zelling it to me or however I'm going to collect it. And then I'm going to go ahead and send them the 6-day experience. And that difference between the $8 cost and the $20 cost is going to be my ROI. So I would tell you that's exactly the course I would recommend going down, but you own your own business. You set the price point where you want. Separate from that, the other great news is that our entire health platform, all of you that were there in Valentis, we saw a platform rolled out, and a lot of you took the time to get your body mass calculations and everything else entered into that. There's been a huge load lift on that side of things, getting everything done. Now, we can't go live with the Valentis products within this until the new back office goes. However, that said, we are going to tentatively do a full launch and give everybody access Thursday night. So that all depends on your feedback to Mark and Judy, but we'd like to schedule this for Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time and give yourself about 90 minutes. It might even go as much as 2 hours. This is going to be a massive basically walk through this entire platform so you can get a hold of it. So make the time to do that. And Judy, I believe you're going to post in the group.
Yeah, yep. So I'm going to post that. I know some of you who weren't able to attend the regional event that we had. I'm going to post it tonight. What you're going to do is fill out that form, and then you'll get a follow-up email requesting your photo is generally the process of it. And then, of course, once we get through the training on Thursday and we go live, you'll be able to tool around in there and experience that, the platform. So tonight I will be putting that link in. For those of you who have already done that, then, just know that we are going to do the call on Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Is that Eastern, Ken?
Yeah, that'll be Eastern time.
Yeah, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm not sure if we're going to record it or not. I don't know, Ken. What do you think?
I would say the people that are there, are the ones that are going to be interested, Judy. And
Okay, there we go.
them, we'll find out. They can go through the normal training process, but there should be a reward for the people that take the time to show up.
We won't be recording it, so you might want to let your people know. And I'm sorry, you guys. I know things are going on, with life and all that. So if you can make it happen, that'd be great.
And guys, this 3-combo thing. If we think about the entire health platform, 6-day experience app launching, the pancake waffle mix shipping in, these are massive, massive undertakings. And, we've all gone through this long process. We've been in neutral, a whole bunch of things, but now all the pieces are coming in here. You've got the sampler for that app coming in. What Mark has shared with us and some of the vision that he has, guys, and future stuff. It's going to be amazing on what continues to come in here and what you're going to see over the course of the next, I think, 3 to 4 weeks with this. So make sure Thursday night, 8 p.m. East Coast time, have it marked, get your team there, get in the app, 6-day experience, start sending it out to the contacts, and then pancake waffle mix. We're trying to go ahead and make that so we can do the pre-orders this week. However, we do not want to promise something that we can't deliver on. So right now, that depends on whether or not the coding can be completed to take the orders. If it can't, then we'll begin taking orders on August 3rd. Either way, it's literally a week away.
Yeah. And then on the pre-order on the pancake and waffle mix, there will be a 24 to 48 hours. I think we were going to go with 48 hours where it will be a pre-sale where, you won't have to buy another product to get pancake mix. There'd be a limit of 4 that you will be able to purchase. And that will just be, like I said, at that time span. And then once that pre-sale is over and the website is live or the back office is live and it's in there, then, of course, it'll go through the standard. You'll have to order something to be able to purchase the pancake and waffle mix. Is that right, Ken?
Yeah, the coders that was hard coded in the 50 BV requirement. So they're jumping through hoops right now to try and get that. They believe they will. Just give us a little bit of grace there. If the 50 BV hard code ends up tripping us up, there may be that still 50 BV requirement, Judy. They're trying to get everything waived right now, but it's already hard coded in. So one of the coders failed to follow the directive he was given. That's already been chewed out and that process has been taken care of. Now they're trying to adjust that for it.
Okay. All right. Let's see here.
I literally just found that out like 20 minutes ago. So don't yell at me yet.
I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not in front of all these people, but I will afterwards. I'm just kidding. Hey, as you guys can see, stuff happens, and I didn't know this either, but I'm hoping that whatever you said, Ken, that they're going to make sure that this happens because that's what we were shared with. Anyhow, so on to a very exciting part here. Mark's going to share the screen. And we're going to share something with you guys tonight, yet that it's not out yet. So you can be excited. But as you all know, we've been waiting for a video for our Solside coffee to be able to send out to people. So we're going to go ahead and play it for you now. That should be available in the app and in the back office, hopefully sometime tomorrow.
Here we go. Coffee, literally an emotional experience which makes hundreds of millions, if not billions of people around the world happier every morning of every day. But other than the initial comfort and small boost, what else is your coffee really doing for you? Does your coffee help support your energy, memory, mood, and even weight management throughout the day? Is your coffee formulated with a proprietary blend of naturally based functional ingredients, botanicals, and amino acids to help you perform at your best? Probably not. And if you're like millions of others, you're probably spending between $3.50 to $5 for every high-calorie cup of coffee that you drink. Maybe it's time for a change. Maybe it's time to try a coffee that fires up your mind, your body, and your soul. Introducing Solside Coffee. Solside Coffee's unique formulation includes ingredients that are sourced globally to ensure you will always receive the highest purity and quality. Enjoy Solside Coffee every day and witness for yourself how this unique formulation of functional ingredients, botanicals, and amino acids provides sustained energy, a happier mood, and even helps you with your weight management by suppressing cravings for sugars and unhealthy food choices. We use patented technology to make our cup of coffee delicious and functional, allowing you to savor each sip while offering your body powerful ingredients that deliver sustained energy, an elevated mood, and less cravings for carbs and sugar. And Solside was designed to be non-body adaptive, so you'll feel the positive effects of our proprietary blend with every cup you drink. It's time to feel excited about the coffee you drink. It's time to get up, get going, and get happy about the way you feel. It's time for you to experience the Solside lifestyle.
All right.
Coffee, literally an emotional experience which makes...
There we go.
Stop sharing.
Okay.
All right. What do you guys think? You got a thumbs up there? Are you excited? We're finally have a video that you're going to actually, you know that voice. Yeah. Yep. You guys, that was Jay Sargent. And what I love about our video is it's really not a computer generated voice. It's a real person that's actually sharing the Solside coffee and the experience and the benefits. And that's what I truly love, is to have a real person that's actually a part of our company, sharing all that incredible information. So we're excited that we're finally have a video that we can share out to our customers, to people who are taking a look. It'll be in the app and it'll be in the back office. Hopefully by tomorrow, that should be up for you guys to be able to use. So we're really excited, you guys. I know a lot of things are, like Ken said, behind the scenes with things that are happening, but I would say August 3rd is an incredible date. I know for August 1st, Mark and I are celebrating our 30th anniversary. We've been together for 35 years, but celebrating our 30th year. So wow. August is going to be a great month. I know Mark says, wow, he doesn't. He said he feels like we just got married yesterday. So that's kind of cool, right? Anyhow, but yeah, August, you guys, is a great month. It's going to be an incredible thing. So many things are going to be rolling out, one thing after the next. So August is definitely the month to remember. So I know for us, we're truly, truly excited for you guys to take advantage of the 6-day experience, the Solside coffee video, the Modi Health, and then of course our bagel, that's a no word, our pancake and waffle mix. So anyhow, you guys, well, Mark's got something he wants to share with you.
I'm just really excited. I mean, everybody that was in Orlando, got to experience the bread. This actually is 18 days old now. It's traveled about 6,000 miles. I mean, this is one worn out piece of bread, but guess what? It looks great.
And still, oh, look at this, you guys. If you could only see how moist and soft this bread is, it's crazy.
look, you know what? I'm just really excited about everything because, we wanted to get a 2-week shelf life out of it, and it's completely crushing that 2 weeks. I mean, absolutely, other than a little beat up from my luggage, it's doing great. So that said, the bread is actually all in progress. The raw materials are on order, and just all the different things that are involved in that whole manufacturing process are in the works. I don't know, Ken, if I can talk about anything, with respect to.
No, don't do it, Mark. Don't do it.
But look, we're gonna do some, when this bread's ready to go, you guys, I'm not letting the cat out of the bag, but we are gonna crush it, like completely crush it. In a manner that's never, ever been done in direct sales. And just trust that this is gonna be really, really, really exciting for everybody involved. And I'm just giddy about it.
Oh,
So I can't
oh my
wait.
goodness.
And it's
Ken-
Mark, it's a brilliant marketing concept, guys. Once again, Mark put on the thinking cap, spun around the room a couple times and came up with something that just again is just over the top. I mean, alone just to have the bread, the pancake waffle mix, the other products. And guys, the other thing to remember is this health app is also going to pay into that unit level. So everything you're hearing tonight, the bread, the pancake waffle mix, and the unit level, and that's rolling out excuse me, not the unit, the health platform. All of this is going to fund the standalone unit level. That's going to pay directly in your enrollment tree. So when Mark releases this, or when he told me about this latest concept, and Judy kind of sent me a text and gave me, hey, Mark's got an idea. So when that whole thing came to pass and he explained it to me, guys, I think it's going to set us on fire, even well beyond what we're looking at with just the 6-day experience concept with the Verb and the app. I think this next thing that Mark came up with is going to blow your mind. So I know he wants to talk about it. I know I'm watching you guys tell him spill the beans, but I'm begging him not to, just for like another 10 minutes.
Look, it's just going to explode everybody's business. But most importantly, I talk about this all the time. Look, if someone can come up with an opportunity in our space in direct sales that we can take, especially that stay-at-home mom or dad that doesn't have a lot of time, doesn't have a lot of money, right? Everything is tight, tight, tight. And you can give them something that they can build from without taking on any type of crazy massive debt or anything else, and hardly any debt at all. I'm just so excited about what has transpired through all this. And the reality is it's just really going to be simple to put together. So really, quite honestly, I expect within a few days of the bread actually arriving and being ready to ship out, just in its normal capacity, right? Where we're building a pack or several different ways that, someone can order a coffee with 4 breads, or, when I say 4 breads, that's 2 orders, right? Two loaves to an order, or a coffee and 3 orders of bread, or a coffee and 4 orders of bread. And then they can add to that, right? Where they can add another 1 or 2 Valentis products, probably if they're a customer, or a waffle mix or whatever else. So that will be the kind of, I don't know, be like a bread basket, right? Ken, I guess would be a good way to call it. But this is going to light things on fire. I can't wait. And I'm just so excited about it because you guys all saw me draw numbers before, right? This is going to make that happen faster and explosive. So I drive Judy crazy.
This is what I deal with every day, you guys. That's why Ken doesn't want Mark to say anything, because, as much as excited as he is, and I'm excited too, because when he shared it with me, and I just really kind of just caught the vision of this and going, wow, this is really going to be something that will change the industry and turn it upside down and inside out. But for the masses, we're talking, so
we're going to go crazy on social media, period.
This is exciting. And I know you guys want to,
bread and everything. This is going to be nuts.
And I know you guys want to know, and we want to share it with you too. But when there's so much excitement that's going on, Mark's got to, kind of reel that fishing line in a little bit so that we can make sure everything is.
But it doesn't
Perfect.
matter at all because the 6-day coffee experience is,
Yes.
now pretty much soon ready to go. Like I said, the waffle pancake mix is in the warehouse or, in the warehouse as of Friday or whatever,
Friday.
29th, whatever day that is. And the bread will happen. The bread will happen in August. And this is just a little kind of fun thing that we're going to be able to create that's received great reception today. And it's going to explode all of everybody's businesses and it's going to help so many people win in this space. I'll just leave it at that. It's just go to work right now because the more work you do right now, the bigger that's going to be when all this happens.
Right. And so Chris, when you kind of listen to, everything that we've had to share, now that we've got the 6-day experience rolling out, we got that Solside coffee video they're going to be able to utilize as a tool. You got the pre-order or the pancake and waffle mix that's coming out too, along with the Modi Health platform that we're going to all get to experience on Thursday. Why don't you go ahead and wrap this call up with, what you do best.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. It's interesting and I'm like, man, I haven't talked to Mark in a couple of days because I kind of want to know what all this stuff is. And guys, for now, probably 1.5 to 2 years, I've been hearing concepts and stories. And literally 4 years ago, Mark was telling me that with this simple coffee thing that we were going to be able to do some amazing things. And to be totally transparent, at first I was like, coffee for real? And I doubted a little bit, but I did trust them. And what I can share with you is when I tried it and what I felt, I knew that he was onto something. So what I had learned was to not doubt Mark's ideas on what's going to work and what's not going to work. Even though when I first started hearing about bread and all this stuff, I was a little skeptical, like, oh, what? Now I'm going to go talk about bread. Like, what is that? And what I can share with you is that, again, I've been blown away by the reception of everyone wants this stuff. It's just crazy. So again, what I've learned in 5 years is to don't doubt, to just go along with it, see exactly, where it's going. And what I can tell you, what we're about to do is absolutely amazing. So with that, I know Lisa last week asked if I would talk about something real quick. And guys, when a group of us got together, we talked about, and this is a twofold conversation we're going to have very quickly. We have a message, and just so you know, the culture, the community, who we are is all about creating, just like you heard Mark just share, it's about creating an environment where the single mom, single dad, or people that don't have any experience can have tools to go out there and build a business without having to become a scientist and learn all kinds of crazy stuff. So we have simplistic systems, processes, and everything is about being able to go out and share something without knowing a bunch of information. So where you can go out and win. But the conversation we're going to have right now is a launch conversation. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this, but guys, whenever you're starting a business, whenever you're launching a company, do you want the best people as your CEO, your president, if you were going to build a traditional business, don't you want your best people, the ones that are going to help you develop and create a marketing strategy and plan? And I'm sure everyone, if you have even a little bit of business sense, you would say, of course, I want sharp business type people. So guys, what we have is a message that resonates with the masses. The conversation we're having right now is a business conversation, which if we look at the industry as a whole, the big gap and the challenge that we've had, and we've talked about this a lot between all the leadership, is that most companies are all having the business conversation, recruit, and all this stuff. And the reality of it is, when you look at the numbers in the industry, the average person recruits 1.2 people. So not even 2 people, the average, when you look at it as a whole. But when you have tools that do the work for you, so you don't have to be the recruiter, like where you can have, I see Cody's on here. He came over, I shared a cup of coffee with him. He felt the coffee, he's open. Guys, we have products that do the work for you so you don't have to be good. And that's what I love. So we have products that will help the masses go out and succeed. So with that being said, what we're going to talk about is the launch strategy. When you're getting started, you want to try to at least build a foundation of 5 people. And I recommend this being business-minded people, people of influence. What could be a person of influence? It might be a school teacher. It might be a pastor. It might be a business owner. It might be different backgrounds, people that have that desire to go out there and build a business, and people that might have influence in terms when it comes to other people. That's what I recommend having this conversation with, those types of people. And it's simply just, hey, I'm working on a project. It may or may not be for you. Do you know anybody that drinks, or do you keep an open mind when it comes to business? And they're going to say yes. Most people are going to say, when you say, do you keep an open mind? Most people aren't going to admit they're closed-minded. It's just the way that it is. So when you say, do you keep an open mind when it comes to business? It causes most people to say yes. And if they don't, then you know not to waste your time talking about a business. So it helps sort for you. Guys, we primarily in our company lead with the product. So this 2 different conversations, but this is the business conversation. In the business conversation, we're going to ask, do you keep an open mind when it comes to business? I'm working with a group of people. We're about to launch something absolutely amazing. And they're going to say, what is it? And you're going to say, do you know anybody who drinks coffee or eats bread? Now, do you think you can ask that question and anyone say, no, I don't know anybody who drinks coffee. I don't know anybody. No, it's a guaranteed yes. And then that's when you can say, of course, everyone says what you just said. And that's why smart business people, when they see something that they can jump into and be a part of something big, they normally get pretty excited. Have you tried, or most of them might not have tried, you're having a business conversation and you could just say, hey, you haven't tried the Solside coffee that everyone's talking about yet, have you? No. Oh my gosh, you got to check this out. Hey, but I tell you what I want to do is I'm going to send you a quick 3-minute video. It's going to explain, what our coffee does. It's crazy. And I'm going to add you to a Facebook group. If I add you to a Facebook group, can you go check out a couple stories? So guys, we're going right into our 4-step system. We're going to share our story and what the product did for us. We're going to share a tool with them, whether it's going to be, which is step number 3, right? We're going to share a tool. We shared our story by asking questions. We're going to share a tool. And then basically we're going to add them to the group. We're going to connect them. And then basically we're going to follow up and 3-way them into someone other than you that can have that business conversation with them. I have already volunteered myself. I know that there's many other leaders that have also done, but I've personally said anybody that wants to put me on the phone with someone to have that business talk, I will help them to do that. And we have many other leaders that will as well. I'm not going to start naming people, but we have so many incredible leaders that are already doing overviews and all that can have that conversation with you, that are incredible recruiters. And what I love about this system, and this is why this is going to work, guys, I don't care how busy somebody is. When you take a business person and you tell them that they can leverage their time with yours and they don't have to know everything, and they could have a professional leveraging their time to where they get to make another stream of income, guys, it's incredible. So business people are going to see this. So what we're doing is we're striving for 5. We want to try to get 5 people to start with this launch. And then from that 5, we're going to help them do the same thing. We do that multiple layers. And then we're going after the masses as this thing launches. with the systems and everything that you've been hearing Mark talk about. That is the message for the masses. But guys, the reason why this works is because we have such an incredible message for the masses, because we have simplistic products that do all the work for you. Successful people understand that if you have a model where the average person can win, they know that they're going to win in a big way. Because look, let's face it, there's going to be some people you'll see come get started, and they will go out and they'll recruit 10, 15, 20 people right off the bat. And then you start comparing yourself. Oh my God, but you don't know the story behind the story. Many people have experiences, they have relationships, they have whatever. But the point is because we have a simplistic message, it will allow you, even if you don't have that kind of experience, to be able to bring on the people that do. And then all we're doing is we're striving for 5, and we're showing them how to do the same thing, guys. This is the method that I've used this to launch 4 companies, and every single time it has worked. This isn't like, well, no, if you get your top leaders, you bring on 5, and then you help them bring on their 5 top leaders, their 5 top leaders, and then everything goes into the normal system that everybody plugs into, the thing absolutely blows up, and it's crazy how fast it'll go. So I just switched gyms after 3 years of having a personal trainer and all that, because I'm like, you know what? I have to change where I am. I have to put myself around different people. I have to, just get myself in front of different people instead of being in the same place. So I joined this huge gym. Every time I've been in there, there's hundreds of people in there. It's crazy. Today, I'm sitting there talking to a guy, and the other day, which I'll tell that story in 1 second, but this guy goes, "Hey, the coffee and bread man." I met the guy last week for the first time, but the trainer that was showing me around the gym, as we were going by the coffee bar, I said, "Do you have any magic coffee in here?" And he's like, "Magic coffee? What's that?" I'm like, "You haven't tried Solside coffee yet?" And he's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Dude, you got to check this out." I'm like, "Why? Do you know anybody that drinks coffee?" He goes, "I drink it every day." Of course, everybody knows people that drink coffee. So next thing you know, I'm sampling him, and I gave him 2. Well, he's taking it, and while we're talking, he's feeling it. Like, this dude chugged this coffee. So while we're talking and we're filling out my paperwork for me to start in the gym, and I made sure I gave him the coffee before I signed up, so where I could watch the process happen. Guys, we have instant gratification products that are unbelievable. So I give him the coffee, and I'm watching him just change. So then he gives the coffee to the other worker. He's like, "You got to try this stuff." And then he starts, asking me a little bit about what I do. I'm like, I show people how to make money working from home without having a real job by sharing coffee. And he goes, "Well, I sell all day. Like, that's all I do is sell." And now he's convincing me that I should be working with him. So I go back later on that day, because this was almost a game breaker for me, or whatever you want to call it. You have to wear shoes in this gym. Like, I'm a flip-flop guy. And as I'm telling him, I'm like, "I'm the guy that is walking around drinking coffee in my flip-flops at the gym." And he's like, "Oh," he goes, "you got to have clothes." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" So that was almost a deal breaker, but there was so many people in this place. I'm like, I will wear shoes, because there's going to be a lot of people eating some bread and drinking some freaking coffee. So right. I come back with the coffee, and I come back with the bread, and he's sitting there, and I'm like, "Here." And so I open up, and I had him a little Ziploc you could put the bread in, but he starts eating it right then. And then he starts he's like, "Man, low carb, no carb bread." And then other guys or whatever. Next thing you know, I'm handing out slices to people in the gym, and everybody's like, "This is good stuff." So the next morning I come in, and he's like, "Dude, like, that coffee was good, but that bread is just off bread, that's whatever." Like, it's crazy. So my point is, and I tell this story because people want to eat their bread. They want to eat the bread. And the thing is that we have a bread that everyone can eat and still achieve their goals. And with this app and everything else we have coming, guys, we are in the place that you want to make sure you have your 5 generals, and that we help them get their 5 generals and help them get their 5 generals. So what we're doing is building out a big net, because when the boat is ready, which we're right there, they just said, we all know that we're going into the new back office. We're going to have the apps. We're going to have all this stuff come August. Guys, the bigger our net is, the more fish we can catch. The bigger our net, the more fish we can catch. The more leaders that we can bring on board, the bigger we can build that net. In the meantime, the more fish we're going to catch as this thing goes live. And guys, I learned over 5 years ago not to doubt the vision. What I will say is that when Mark's running around with his pads and inspired and doing all of his stuff, and some of y'all might have saw the videos and all that, we were when we went to go first look at the company, I mean, it was like 30 pads all over the place that we stayed with them. And in Daytona Beach, I mean, there are pads everywhere. It was, I think, 3 o'clock in the morning, and he's like, oh, check this out. And next thing you know, he's drawing it out, and we did like a video or something at 3 o'clock in the morning. We did a Facebook Live or something with Mark drawing out on pads and all that. I'm telling you that the vision that this man has is the vision that is there for every single one of us to be able to impact many, many people with the messaging that we have, guys. This is the message for the masses. This is the product, and this is the company that we can go out there and impact thousands and thousands of people, because we're going to have products that do all the work for us. We have products that do the work for us now. So guys, with that being said, we are in the right place with the right time, with the right people, and I'm just flat out excited. With that being said, I'm going to open it up to any other leaders that want to share or give any insights in closing. We'll just open it up. Don't everybody jump out at once. It's getting chaos. Can't hear everybody. I know we have somebody that wants to share.
Okay. Awesome job, Chris. You guys, we really are so excited. You know, the one thing we can all control is our own personal production. We are 110% in control of that. And just know that whatever you do, a few of those people that you bring on board, they're going to copy you. Not all of them, but a few of them will. So, you know, you might need to bring on 10 or 15 to find those five generals that copy you. But we do. We've got the products to do that. No question about it.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, I'm going to piggyback on that real quick. I was watching a video this past week. Ed Milet was interviewing David Meltzer, which is he's been on Shark Tank before, and the guy's got a great business story. Look up the podcast. It's really good. One of the things that really jumped out, Ed asked him, like, of all the things we talked about, what's the one piece that you can say really made the largest impact in anything that you've done? And this, I thought, was really key, because we talk about, you know, our DMOs, our daily methods of operation. And I've been in rooms before where people are like going to make a commitment. I'm going to reach out to X amount of people a day. And I've seen people say 8 and 20, and, you know, and then you see people say, well, I'm going to reach out to 1 person a day, or I'm going to reach out to 2. And what I wanted to share with you, what I took away from David Meltzer, is he talks about consistency. And when you do a reach out or whatever it is that you do on day 1, then you're 1x to the one power. How do you say that? 1x power stronger than you were the day before. The second day, you're 2x. So it starts to compound. The third day, 3x, and then 4x, and then 5x stronger. And he says the biggest lesson he ever learned in his life was when he got to the 30 days and he did it consistently all the way through, he was 30x in his business, the strength of his business. And he says, people always ask, they're like, well, hey, man, I was doing the same thing. I was trying to do it, you know, that particular thing, whatever it is. Then in this case, maybe it's reaching out to a new prospect. And this is what he shared. Let's say you're on day 25 and you know, life just happened. Just life happened and you didn't do a reach out that day. And you get to day 30, and where David had compounded 30 days in a row, When you got to day 30, you didn't have the same exact results that he did. And he said, the reason is this: you missed day 25. And even though you jumped back on for the last 5 days, you were only 5x at the end of the month. Because the way that our brain's wired, he connected all of this to our DNA and neuropathic pathways and all of this different stuff of how our brains are wired. So it's so super important to set a goal and to do that thing every single day consistently, so that when you get to the end of the month, you're 30xing the power of your business versus a 5 or a 2 or a 7x. I hope that makes sense. Do you understand what I'm saying there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yep.
Simple disciplines repeated over time versus simple errors in judgment, guys. So it's a lot of this is boiling down to your belief system. And we talk about this all the time, but guys, it starts off with you deciding that you're the leader that people are looking for. It starts off with you deciding that you're going to go out there and do something amazing, and then basically do the consistent things every day. What does that person look like? Every single one of us can create the person that we want to become by deciding what that looks like, who that person looks like, what it would feel like to be that person, and then just start doing the things that would make you that person. Whether you want to be a good mom or a good dad. All right, well, how does a good mom or dad act? And then act that way. And then when you start to get outside of that realm and you're like, well, that didn't go right, then you get to just change and shift, because it's your choice, it's your decision, and you can create the life that you design. Your program, what your parents told you, what your teachers told you, whatever anyone else told you, is none of your freaking business. It's not the truth. The truth is whatever you create, whatever you decide, what you want to make it up, you decide to be that person, and then you just go out there and start acting accordingly with that. So with that being said, guys, we love you guys. We appreciate it. We're going to close out the call. Everybody have a great night, and we'll see you all next Monday.
Don't forget
Next Thursday.
Thursday night, 8 o'clock. I will be posting it in the Breadwinners page, so please look out. I will also put the form in there. Thanks for hanging tight with us tonight. We're excited. We just got a few more days left, you guys. And Saturday, I'm going to be doing a little segment on the Saturday training about the 3 M's. I'm not going to tell you what it's about. If you want to know, show up. We'll see you then. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you, Mark and Judy. Thanks, Chris.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bring more bread.